And hey everyone, welcome to Way Too Late TV. I am your host Sam, and tonight we are going to be playing some Final Fantasy XIV. I am having a bad pain night again. My leg got wrapped a little bit too tight, and by a little bit too tight, I mean a lot too tight. By the nurse that came out to wrap my leg up. And she's coming back out tomorrow afternoon to rewrap the leg. What happened was it was wrapped too tight last week, and the ankle area was way too indented, and we didn't actually let it like decompress before wrapping it again. And in the time that it took to rewrap it and for it to actually decompress, because we rewrapped it a little bit less tight, it kind of decompressed and really started getting a lot more painful. So that's what's going on with that. I have snipped the wrapping just a bit with the scissors to let it decompress, I guess, a bit more. So hopefully, when tomorrow afternoon rolls around and my nurse comes back out, things will be a lot better. We're gonna have to get another wrapping kit. They're called Pro-4s. We're gonna have to use another one of those, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Anyway, let's head over to the big board. Wow. Alright. That transition was really slow, but that's what happens the first time you use it every there we go. Much better. Back to normal speed. You have to use it a couple of times just to warm it up, you know. So, anyway, so where are we in the MSQ? I've done a little work offline. Right now I am James. Hello, how are you? I hope you're doing well. James Eros. Let me get a shout out real quick. Yes. James is one of the coolest people out there. James plays a lot of Dead by Daylight, does a lot of art, and James is probably one of the best Death Slinger players that I've seen in Dead by Daylight. And James is one of the nicest people too, and James actually lives in the general area that I live in as well, which is kind of neat. Maybe after COVID is over, James and I'll meet up, but that's kind of a long ways away, and COVID is very scary at this point still. So we'll figure it out. But thank you for being here, James. Always good to see you. So yeah, going back over here to Amity. Going to talk to Y'shtola. Is this a voice cutscene? Let's find out. No, it is not. Ah, good of you to join us. I'm pleased to say that we have gathered ample help for the imbuing. With Master Chai in the process of finalizing his design, I have taken the liberty of dispatching all hands to their positions. You hurtle along as though I have my house in order. Quite frankly, this is the most disorganized mess of a project I've ever overseen, and I haven't spent nearly as much time as I would like on my calculations. So thou hast proclaimeth loudly and frequently, Master Chai. Yet from my perspective, a layman's though it may be, haste notwithstanding, thou hast gone to great lengths, abiding by proven methodology to ensure the integrity of thy design. Aye, well, that's just the bare minimum that's expected of us at the Stoneworks. Though our glory days are behind us, I've not forgotten our time-honored traditions. Ah, but I should mention that the Exarch delivered the ore I asked for. Earthseed, I believe he called it. In that quantity, I believe we can fashion a suitable heart for the Talos. See, what's going on is we're building a giant, golem to reach up and deliver us to the floating mountain in the sky. And the golem is called a Talos. So we have to build a heart for it and imbue it with magic. So Chai Nuz here is the heir to the Stoneworks, I forget what it's called, but it's the Daedalus Stoneworks. And he knows how to build Talos's inside and out. So, and then everything will be in readiness, or so I would like to say. Is there a problem? In a Talos of, well, any reasonable size, a single heart will serve to circulate ether throughout the chassis. But given the unprecedented proportions of that which we seek to build, I doubt that will be the case. By installing a smaller peripheral hearts at intervals, I believe that we can maintain a stable ether flow. Ether flow. Isn't that a Pearl Jam song? Thereby solving the problem. However, we don't have enough ore for this purpose. Not for it, but to procure more, I suppose. Runar, mayhap now is a good time to bring them out. A moment, friends. There's something I would show you. Ah, the heartstones. I say, are these not heartstones? They are. The most prized possessions of we of the Knights Blessed. And these belong to our kindred who have left us. Immersed in water, imbued with fervent prayer, these stones harbor no small amount of magic. And we may imbue them with yet more prior to their installation on the Talos. What think you? Being from a different region, these cannot be used for the main heart. The peripheral ones, on the other hand, I believe they will serve. Excellent. When Master Matoya spoke to us of the role we are to play, the Heartstones immediately came to mind. Of course, before bringing them with me, I made certain to consult my fellows first. After all, the stones bear the precious lives of those who have gone to the Sunless Sea. But we have now beheld the Sunless Sea with our very own eyes, and by the gentle lights that glimmer on high, we know there is peace beyond. Thus are we also at peace. If our heartstones may serve to restore night to all the world, gladly do we give them. So, Master Chai, if you could instruct us how to distribute the heartstones. Move the mic just a bit closer. And Pafufu, for good luck, may I ask that you imbue one as well? Just for funsies. Rest assured it is not difficult. Simply raise your hand and focus as you would when attuning to an aetherite. Imbue the jade-colored stone here, if you would be so kind. Oh, that's the girl's one. The familiar-looking heartstone appears to glow faintly. That will do. Thank you, Pafufu. If this heartstone appears familiar, it's because it belonged to Tadia. It bears the collective hope of the Knights Blessed, the hope that none shall ever be sacrificed to the Sin Eaters again. Right. I've identified the spots on the Talos where the stones are needed. See that they're amply imbued and install them as I've indicated on this diagram. Understood. We will set about the task at once. When the Talos awakens and the way to Mount Golg is secured, we shall sally forth. It promises to be a trying climb, so take what rest you can in the meantime. We will see you soon. And I have a feeling that this is where I'm going to need to run a few dungeons just to level up, because I have to be 79 in order to continue. A moment, Oriange. You said that you would have measures ready in the event that our friend fails to contain the light. Do you? Be assured that I do. All which I require lieth in this land. So, what's the plan exactly? To my deepest regret, I cannot reveal the plan to thee. In order for it to succeed, 'tis vital that thou remainest ignorant of its nature until the time is right. Yet though I may keep my counsel, know that I have only thy safety at heart. So rest easy, my friend, and take such ease as thou mayest, the better to be ready for the trials to come. Alright, talk to Chinuz. I'm told the rock for the chassis is more or less ready, all quarried and shaped and laid out. That just leaves the imbuers to do their work. I'll continue checking my calculations up to the very last moment, but it's only a matter of time now. We managed to rally nigh everyone in Norvrand for this endeavor. That's a remarkable feat in itself, but will it be enough? Excuse me. I'll take the cash, thanks. Alright. God, there's no point worrying about such things now. I'll get back to my calculations. You, meanwhile, should go and rest, as your friend suggested. My wife and the Exarch should be in the tavern. Why don't you join them? Oh, and Pufufu. Thank you. Trying to make him sound as much like Fraser Crane as I can. The Exarch? He went outside a moment ago, my dear. I would have thought you'd have seen him. He kept me company for a short while, but then he came over rather pale. He's clearly been straining himself, the poor thing. Anyway, he excused himself, saying that he needed a breath of fresh air. Weak as he looked, I did offer to go with him, but he assured me he would be fine. I do hope he's all right. I do love doing these voices. Alright, if I remember correctly, the Exarch is on the opposite end of that little, Ooh! Ether current. Just have to pop up there, somehow. There we go. One more step closer to being able to fly in this zone. Alright, Exarch. I think he's on the other side of this Thar rock. And he is.
The future is where my destiny awaits. Forgive me, I was lost in a dream. I needed some fresh air and thought to rest for a moment. It would seem I am more fatigued than I realized. Too much time away from the tower, I fear. It drains me, leaves my body frail and weak. Though, in truth, it is debatable whether I can still call this my body. When first I turned my mind towards the salvation of the world, I came to the conclusion that it would take many long years, many more than remain to me. And so I made myself one with the Crystal Tower, that I might live indefinitely. I am but an extension of it now, hence my weakness the farther I travel, and the longer I am away. It has been quite a journey. But thanks to you, the end is in sight. My wish will finally be fulfilled. How goes the construction effort? Then this may be the last moment we have to ourselves for a while. Come, sit with me. Tell me, when all of this is over, what will you do?
Let's see. Settle matters with the Empire. What I always do, seek out mightier foes. Rest a while. I think I'll rest a while.
That would be well deserved. You might consider roaming Norvrand not as her savior, but as a simple sightseer. Viewed through such eyes, I am certain she would seem quite different. But whatever it is you decide to do, I have every confidence that you will do well. For you have the strength to forge your own path. You will leave countless lives better than you found them, and the souls you touch will never forget your kindness. Then, in trying times, when you question your worth and your choices, they will raise their voices to remind you of the difference you have made. And thus will your deeds come to affirm your path. Remember this.
1 second. Just gotta take my pain meds. 2:19. 2:22 a.m. All right. I would know more of you.
Of me? You mean what I intend to do afterwards? I once told you that there are things we can ill afford to lose. Things, I said. Though in truth I spoke of a person. One who is unaware of the full extent of my plans. Though she deserves to know, I have good I
Oops.
have come to terms with this in my mind, yet my heart yearns to lay everything bare. For she is my inspiration, and I would give much and more for the chance to speak with her as friends, with no thought of concealment. Should she indulge me with her tales, I would regale her with my own, about my efforts in Northrend, perhaps. Though, ultimately, that tale is more yours than it is mine. Then, I would ask her about her next adventure. And if she should wish me to be a part of it, oh, how happy it would make me. Together we would travel the lands and cross the seas and take to the skies upon the eternal wind. My heart swells simply to imagine it. But all of this is
No
contingent
soul.
upon our victory in the coming battle.
Hello, hello. Thank you. Thank you so much for the raid. Let's see real quick.
The people of this world have entrusted their hopes to us.
There we go.
We cannot fail them.
Little shout out for No Soul. No Soul for me. Yes. Hype, 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 hype. No Soul for me is one of my good friends. He is one of my co-mods for Next Incendiary, and he is a great streamer. He actually is very early on in Final Fantasy XIV, so I should probably
Thank you.
perhaps skip this little cutscene. Oh, it's over. And move to a dungeon. But you won't be on super long. You're super tired. Been up for so long, but it's an honor to call you a friend. I feel the same way about you, my friend. It's okay. The cutscene's over. But the important part is, thank you for the raid, my friend, and I do have to go into a dungeon anyway, because I need to get from level 78 to 79, and I have about 20 million XP to go. Ugh, excuse me. So, I'm gonna be doing something called, Trusts Dungeons, which is, using NPCs as my teammates. And you actually start doing this, at the start of, Shadowbringers. So, check this crap out. I'm gonna choose,
Let's give
Alizé,
it our all.
and register for duty, and boom. Instant, pop. My 3 teammates are, NPCs. And, yeah. That's just how it works. And they are actually super smart, when it comes to, fighting. So, this works out really well. Anyway, I am going to turn the game volume way the hell down, so you can actually hear me over this, but, how was your stream, if you're still there? It is time for you to try and rest for the morning. Alright, you have a wonderful night. Rest well. I will talk to you tomorrow. And, yeah, I will see you for next stream, probably. So, sleep well, No Soul. Good night. So yeah, we are going into Malak as well, which is the level 77 dungeon here in It was a great night, everyone. And definitely, yes. So yeah, I'm just kind of having a stream to take my mind off the bad pain night, unfortunately. Gonna have my nurse come by around 2 in the afternoon tomorrow, or later on today, I guess. And rewrap my leg. It is way the hell too tight right now, as I mentioned earlier. But, fortunately, we have another set of, wraps in the house, so it won't be too much of a problem. Yeah, I'm a disabled streamer. I have a lot of chronic pain. I have a couple of crushed discs in my spine. I have fibromyalgia. I have arthritis. I have a whole bunch of just not fun crap going on, unfortunately, and it makes things not really that great to deal with, especially when barometric pressure rises or falls or does a flip. And fortunately, I'm not like in Texas or the Midwest or anything like that. I'm out in the Los Angeles area, Los Angeles, Orange County area, yeah. I'm out in the Los Angeles, Orange County area in Southern California, so it's not nearly as bad as it could be, but it still gets to be pretty bad weather-wise on occasion. But yeah, the barometric pressure's been rising a lot lately, and I to borrow a phrase, I can feel it in my bones. So it's been bothering me, and add to that the I've had something going on with my leg, a wound on my leg for a couple of weeks, probably actually about a month or two, and I've had a home health nurse come out to wrap it every week with some medicine on it, and just getting that, it's been healing pretty nicely, so that's actually been quite nice. So it's actually healing quite nicely, and hopefully it should only take another month or two at most. But the wrapping, we're still getting it down to a science. What happened was it got too tight last time, and it got to a point where it was left on for a week too tight around the ankle, and when we cut it off yesterday, when she came over, we didn't let it decompress. It was kind of like indented too much, so we didn't let it decompress back to normal. So what happened was we wrapped it kind of loosely, and when it did decompress and went back to normal-ish, it kind of just filled in the gap, and now it's still way too tight. even though it's looser than it was. So it's still in a lot of pain. I snipped the wrap with the scissors, and it's still hurting, but we're gonna rewrap it tomorrow around 2 p.m. Pacific. So that will be a lot less painful when she comes and rewraps it. So hopefully that won't be too much of a problem after that. And the way that we wrapped it this time, I suggested kind of an alternate way of wrapping, which is around the calf, and it did not work out. So that means that I can't actually pull it up if it slouches. So we're gonna have to redo that as well. So it's just definitely a good thing that she's coming back out tomorrow. That's for darn tootin'. But yeah. But the good news is I'm at least in good spirits. That's one thing that I've absolutely learned with chronic pain and everything like that is you can be in as much pain as you possibly can be, but if you're not in good spirits, if you can't laugh at things, laugh at yourself, laugh at your situation, then you're just going to be absolutely friggin' miserable. Then it's just not worth, you know? Yes, Punch Sonic and the Bearty. Hello, Pound of Flesh. Give me just a moment here. There we go. Giving a quick shout out to Pound of Flesh, who is one of the streamers that I mod for. Also a tremendously good friend. He is normally streaming from midnight Eastern Time to midnight Pacific on Monday, Wednesday, Friday on Pound 0F Flesh on twitch.tv here. And he is a just chatting stream primarily nowadays. And if you have not given him a follow, please do. He is one of my favorite people in the world right now. And let's see if he keeps that up, huh? No, he will remain that. Trust me. So, yeah, this is the Greater Armadillo boss, which is also known as a giant sack of mostly HP. I hate it to death because it takes forever to kill. There we go, finally. I think everyone on this team except for Thancred can res. And that's by design, because Alpha Node is not the best healer. There we go. There we go. And of course I get something that I already have out of the chest. So, Pound was streaming earlier tonight and had a wonderful stream. I know James was streaming earlier tonight. I know No Soul was streaming earlier tonight, but No Soul has gone to bed. No Soul raided me, but No Soul has an early morning tomorrow, so do not blame him for going to bed. But yeah, it's always great to have friends here. And James, if you're still listening, how was your stream tonight? I know you were playing some Huntress last I checked. Before I had to go mod Nexus stream. How did that work out? Because I know you are learning the ins and outs of the hatchet. The way of the hatchet. With the Huntress. Bunny Mama. As we sometimes call her. But Huntress is, ow, 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 ow. Huntress is actually one of my mains in Dead by Daylight, and it's been a very, very long time since I've actually played Dead by Daylight, both on stream or otherwise, and I should really fix that. Mother Russia Juggalo Bunny. Indeed. But Huntress is one of those characters that I just kind of took to immediately because I love throwing hatchets. In games. And you throw a lot of hatchets as Bunny Mama. Sorry, I'm just trying to rearrange my foot downstairs. Not downstairs, but under the desk. But yeah, the Huntress is one of those characters that I took to immediately because I'm one of those showboats that likes trying for long-range hatchet shots, like long-range circus hatchet shots, when I really shouldn't be trying for long-range circus hatchet shots at all. Because I like showing off, you know? And even when I shouldn't be. Because that's just how I roll, baby. Is just how I roll, baby. Can you tell I'm having way too much fun with the close-up cam? On occasion? But yeah, Huntress also, I mean, she uses an axe to, hack away at, survivors. She throws hatchets. And, she, basically just, kind of, sings a lullaby, and you can tell how close she is by how loud the lullaby gets. So, I think if you've, ever wanted to creep people out, she's a perfect killer for that. Ooh, I got hit. Ooh, I got hit again. I am not paying attention, am I? I got greedy. This thing's got a lot of life, and I'm not a fan. There we go. Alright. It's finally dead. And now on to my two least favorite spawns. Well, my one least favorite spawn. These guys. I keep forgetting I have Contrasexta and, Flesh. Not pound of flesh. Fletch. There we go. On to the Sin Eaters. So what are you working on right now, Pound? If I may ask. Why is the inside of my nose so itchy? This is one of the questions of our time. Ah. Alright, there's a treasure coffer right here. Let's see what's inside, huh? Casting. Shoes of casting. Thank you. Finally. Alright. Recommended gear. I'm wearing the good stuff. Alright. The goal here is to kill these things before they reassemble. Obviously, that's not going to happen for all of them. However, it will happen for at least one of them. In theory. There we go. And these things really don't care who they target with their AoEs. Alright, Naboth Chakrams, which would be great if I had a dance, or if I had Dancer unlocked, but I don't. So now, on to Storage. Now you're probably thinking, Storage? Doesn't he mean Stork? No, Storage. That right there is Storage. Which is essentially a coin with a whole bunch of wings. It's the nastiest coin you're ever gonna see, too. Now, Pound has taught me a trick. Stand right here for the first one. Stand right here for all additional ones. And just keep firing. Now I'm going to be standing inside of its hitbox for right now, because the next attack it's going to do, and the next mechanic it's going to do, is you have to stand inside its hitbox. It's going to glow everything around it. See, right there. Inside the hitbox is safe, and now it's fine. Now around these things are going to do the same thing. And gonna limit break. There we go. There. For safety. And right there for safety. There we go. Storage down. And the coin is down. Let's see what we get. Naboth mana trigger, which we already had. Alright, we also got the bottoms of casting, which I didn't have. So that is what I look like right now. Going to save outfit. And I still have about 12 million XP to go. 12 point, let's call it 12.5 million XP to go, 12.6. But that's okay. Ow. Because I could probably get into a leveling at some point. May as well. Then glamour... Oh, I can't apply a glamour plate here, but I have to go back to Tomra. Easier done than said. Oh, wow. That popped fast. That really popped fast. One sec. And I'm back. So we are in Stone Vigil, which is the level 41 dungeon. This one, really easy, if you know what you're doing. Looks like we've got a Dragoon, a Paladin, and a White Mage. Which is definitely a good combination. Melee DPS, and a good pure healer. Oh, okay. This Paladin is sensing that we have AoE. And is just going for it. Just absolutely going for it, and I am all for it. Because we got the damage. We got the deeps, we got the deeps. Hey, we got the deeps. Hello, Kana. It's actually my leg that's hurting. Well, mostly my leg, but yeah. How are you tonight? Kana is one of my oldest, and oldest, I mean, longest tenured, internet friends. Kana and I used to be in a WoW guild together. Go Team Cleric. Back, during Burning Crusade, not WoW Classic Burning Crusade, mind you, which is not out yet, but, actual Burning Crusade. We were there for, Burning Crusade, Wrath of the Lich King, and I think a little bit of, Cataclysm. Good times, though. One of the prerequisites of being in Team Cleric was you had to be able to heal in some fashion. So even if you were like a warrior or something, you had to have first aid. Let's see. Your cat insists she's starving and the food that's in her dish is insufficient. Well, yeah, that's just a cat. She'll do that. I wish I could help with the healing, but I can't because it's too low. I had a super fast Hamtara the other day while working on leveling Bard. The other DPS was also a Bard. Quick knock go burr. Tank chain pulled everything he could, and the poor newbie healer managed to keep up. Poor dear. Yeah. Tamtara is one of those dungeons that Tamtara is actually the one that I choose to use to clear for when I need a Wondrous Tales 1 to 49 dungeon and I want to unsync it. I think my best time on Tamtara is 3.5 minutes. On Dancer, I think it is. Could be Dragoon. I'm not sure. It's been a while. Let's see here. Second boss. Right? There we go. All right, and yeah, we're just gonna keep plowing on through here. Can't stop, won't stop. Paladin has requested 1 second. Says the fans were going mental. Yeah. Healer zoned out. So, just need to get past these ice sprites, and then the triple Avis pole. And then it's last boss time. It's good to not Alt-Tab when you're in the middle of a fight. Right? And there's the carpet bombing. Okay, there's the bad patch. All right. What I'm trying to do here is make it so that those patches are not in the way, and so that those carpet bombings are not something that I'm going to be targeted by, and that I can get out of without stepping in the bad patches. And almost done. Tank deserves the calm there. Because the tank was relentless there. Easily. Oh, hey, I got 2 player commendations. Awesome. Alright. Ah, my foot. Ah, my leg. Okay. Well, we've been going for about an hour and 20 minutes. So I think that is a good place. Oh, man. Everything's cracking. Everything's not really coming up Millhouse right now. So, let's go to... Wow. Let's go to the other big board, the stream ending board. So I want to thank James Eros. I want to thank Kana. I want to thank No Soul for Me. I want to thank Pound of Flesh, I also want to thank Sora Empty Sky X, and let's see who else showed up. I think that's pretty much everyone. Um, yeah, so thank you all for showing up tonight. Um, I unfortunately am still in a not insignificant amount of pain, so I think I'm probably going to hop onto Discord with likely Pound for at least a while, um, and just talk it out to keep my mind off of things. But for now, I am Sam. This is Way Too Late TV. You can check me out on. Okay, the microphone's in the damn way, and now it's blocking my light. How rude. You can check me out on Twitter at twitter.com/way2latetv, and that will have stream announcements. And whenever I go live, I'll give probably about 15, 20, 30 minutes notice for streams. You can check me out on youtube.com/way2latetv, and that's with the TOO spelled out. And new stuff is going up on YouTube. All the streams. There's also going to be YouTube only stuff like the Final Fantasy VII Remake hard mode episodes, which are YouTube exclusive. Excuse me, some Battletech episodes that are going to be YouTube exclusive, and Way Too Soothing, which is me reading public domain works, usually a chapter at a time, in a very soothing voice to help people fall asleep or perhaps just relax, which is really needed in this goddamn COVIDified world. And so yeah, the pilot episode of that is up already. It is the night before Christmas. So you can tell how far back that went. Or I'm sorry, how far back that went, just by the fact that it was up before Christmas. But things have been kind of hectic. I'm trying to get back in the habit of streaming again. So hopefully I'm going to be streaming a lot more often in the coming days and weeks. I'm going to try and stream at least Saturday and Sunday nights. And when I say Way Too Late TV, I do mean usually way too late on the mornings of Sunday and Monday, technically. So that's late Saturday night into Sunday morning, late Sunday morning into Monday morning, or late Sunday night into Monday morning. Keep an eye on the Twitter for time for stream announcements, or you can just hit the follow button down there somewhere. And you can also go to waytoolatetv.com for all my social media links. And yeah, so good night, my night owls. Have a wonderful evening. Sleep well when you get there. I don't think I'm going to be rating anyone quite yet. I will be just dropping off, but good night, everyone. Sleep well when you get there, like I said. I'm Sam. This is Way Too Late TV. Good night, everybody.